Welcome to Red Bandana Gaming, the channel where Logan will show you everything. From gameplay to gear, their crew is here to take you on a journey through every atmosphere. Releases to news, you don't have to choose. Red Bandana Gaming is here for you.
Hey everybody, Logan here, and today apparently I'm going to revisit a topic I haven't, felt the need or really had to revisit in a few months now. But this one's about console scalpers, and this is them trying to justify their stupidity and their heinous acts of heinousness. And we all hate scalpers. Scalpers are bad people. We know that. And if you're watching my channel, you don't like them either. And then there's those of you out there that think you're all high and mighty for scalping. Well, you know what? There's a special place in heck for you guys. We'll just say that. Trying to be family friendly here. So this article I stumbled upon the other day, and I was like, this came out a few days ago, almost I think it was 9 days ago, according to the writing date. But it's not something, it's not, late breaking. It's just, when I read it, I was like, what? And it comes from a website I've never heard of called TechSpot. So I don't know anything about them, but it showed up in my Google feed because, of course it would. Console Scalper says, we should think about the young people making a good living from the practice of evil. It's like, what about those people that, make a living off of dealing drugs? It's still bad. It's wrong. Won't somebody please think of the scalpers? Yeah, I can see how this article's going to go. I grazed over it, and I was like, okay, I want to do a live reaction to what they're saying here, instead of reading the whole thing in depth before and giving an in-depth rant, because I thought it might be just a little bit funnier if you see my live anger or opinion, because you guys seem to like that. So this is an interesting image, and I was like, wow, this guy's just a terrible person. I don't think they should have blocked out his face. I think they should have left him out there so people know that this guy is just trash. A hot potato. There are several reasons why people struggle to buy new consoles without paying over the odds on eBay. I wonder if this is a British site. Yeah, I think this is a British site, if I'm not mistaken. There's the chip shortage, of course, the continuing material logistical issues stemming from the pandemic, and the overwhelming demand. On top of all of that, there are the hordes of scalpers who grab those PS5 and Xbox Series X machines first to sell at a profit. But the person behind a scalper service has defended his actions, saying he is just helping young entrepreneurs. That's like saying dealing drugs if you're a kid is a good thing. No, it's not. Some of whom really need the money. Okay, then get a job. Get a real job. Don't screw people over. That's not a job. Moreover, anyone who can afford a new console shouldn't mind paying a little. No! Because there are people that, there are especially kids, especially teenagers. They're like, I'm going to save up my $500 plus tax to get my console. And they're like, no, you should pay $750. You should pay $800 because you can afford it. No, not everyone can afford it. And people save up to get one console. Most people save up to get one. Those of us who are lucky enough can afford multiple. That's a thing. But I'm not paying scalper prices. That's stupid. I've paid bundle prices, but I also get other things for it, with it. But most of my consoles have been at market price, not market price, retail price, MSRP. Jack Bayless runs Aftermarket Arbitrage. A subscription service where members pay about $40 per month to be notified when high-demand items such as PS5 and Xbox Series X are back in stock. The 24-year-old a-hole told Sky News he earns around $61,000 each month from 1,500 scalpers who have signed up. Wow. For his scheme. Exactly. To sign up to his scheme. Okay, at least these people are on point. the majority of whom are very young. Of course they are. They're trash. Their parents didn't teach them right. Bayless said the thought that families weren't able to purchase a games console due to his business hadn't bothered him because he's a trash person. Yet he was very in tune with my moral compass as a person. Your moral compass is in the trash. You're a terrible person. But I get to see the flip side of the coin, the area that the media and general public who hate us, quote, scalpers, don't. You're on the bad side. The flip side. Both sides are bad. It's like evil and eviler. You're terrible people. To me, owning the PS5 is a necessity. It's a luxury. Okay, a $500 luxury, not a $1,000 luxury that you a-holes. If you can afford to spend $450, spending no, that's not true. If you've got cash ready to splash on it, wow, you're a trash person. Bayless also asked those families who couldn't find or afford consoles over the holidays to think about how much scalpers benefit. That's a bad thing. Yes, some families are gonna have to pay another 100 euros or pounds. I'm not sure. I think that's pounds. But what you don't think about is our members. They've got 30 consoles. They're making 100 on each, and they're making good month salary. Get a real job. What they're doing is being... No, they're not. They're being trash people. And of course, a lot of them are in the UK because scalping is just like ticket scalping and stuff like that is illegal in a lot of places in the States because you're doing immoral things. They're going out creating a side income and they're doing something 90% of the population can't be bothered to do. It's not because 90% of the population are good people who are doing things legit and morally, not that 10% of terrible trash people that might as well be lumped up in, again, a separate ring of heck. Yes, I stopped myself because I try not to use the foul language, but this will get me to it. So remember, if you choose not to make money scalping, it's because you're lazy? No, because you're moral, you have a real job, you actually, MSRP, you're actually feeding into our actual economies, whether it be the UK or the United States, not the Some scalpers have even been able to quit their jobs. They're making it sound like that's a good thing. They spend more time with the blah, blah, blah. We've had people who've been able to renovate their house by screwing others over. You're benefiting off of screwing over people. That is a bad thing. You are a terrible person for doing that. They bought the kids a climbing frame. They bought the wives a new car. Wow. This is terrible. Look at this. This is freaking ridiculous because people are a-holes. Okay, I don't care what they're doing. They're trying to justify their heinous acts. Wow. Wow, he compared it to the stock market. If you look at the stock market at the moment, you see, no, it's not. Because anybody can buy into the stock market at any time. It's not something that says, oh, we're going to jack this up because you want it more. No, stocks were completely different. And if you're comparing scalping to the stock market, you're a moron. Look at every single step in the supply chain. Someone is adding value somewhere. It's not being sold at it's not capitalism. I knew he was going to be this asshole and try to compare it to capitalism. It is not. What it is, when you're making a service that benefits people, and the thing is, they're not overpaying, then you're ripping people off. If you're doing it to basically just help people, help yourself, grow your business, grow your income with giving the best possible prices, the best possible service to consumers, then you will grow and then you will become a real company. That is not. What I just described is how a human, a normal, solid person with more morals, positive morals, actually works within capitalism. You are screwing people over. You are doing what calm down. This gets me every time. So this guy is an a-hole. I'm not going to go any more into this because we know there's scalpers for consoles. There's scalpers with graphics cards. There's all kinds of people, and this is not a good thing. You can justify it. You could say it's just like if there are people out there ending others' lives. Oh, because I didn't agree with them, so I can end it, and it will make life better. For whom? Not for you? Oh, the justification that bad people use to justify their actions is terrible. These days are worse than anything. I'm not a person who likes government overreach or governments to step in to anything like that, but this needs to become illegal because you're not just hurting the consumer, you are also hurting the manufacturer. Why? Because Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they don't make money on their consoles. They make it when people buy their console, buy the extra games, buy the accessories, and by doing this, you will hurt the company. Sony sees these and they're like, oh, they're selling all these, but they wonder why their software isn't going anywhere, why the software sales are in the toilet because of these people. So you can look at it either way you want to look at it. You can look at, oh, you're hurting the company, or you're hurting people. You're a bad person. These people will fry, and at the end of the day, you know, whatever you believe in, karma, God, you know, I believe that you know, they'll be watching. People like this, it's lying, cheating, stealing, all that. It's all bad things. Whether you want to call it a sin, which I do, or, you know, just want to call it being a bad person, which I do as well. So you can call it whatever you want, but these things are terrible. These people are bad people trying to justify the terrible things they do. They're terrible, terrible. As Charles Brockwood, terrible, 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 terrible. Oh. That's just what I needed today. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Yes, because these people are bad people, and we want to shine a light on these people and say, hey, we see what you're doing. We see the evils that you are trying to justify. Thank you guys so much for watching again. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video, head on over to redbandanagaming.com, follow us on our socials, check out our spring shop, link in the description below, where you can buy all kinds of great Red Bandana gaming shirts just like this. You know, legit wise. No scalping there. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.